Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. I hope you're having a fantastic May 4th. Now, it is time to talk about the most recent collectibles. Companies are doing amazing stuff out there. Sideshow Collectibles just released a new Ahsoka Tano statue, premium format statue. A lot of people are excited for it. But also, Queen Studios recently released an Iron Man Mark 85 half-scale statue. A lot of people are excited for that one as well. And Iron Studios never disappoints. They continue the Lord of the Rings collection, and they have new Orc statues on the 110 scale line. Amazing stuff, and I want to cover them today. So for that reason, I'm here first at Iron Studios. I'm going to start with the smallest pieces. We're going to talk about these Orcs. There are three different Orcs. You get the Swordsman Orc, you get the Archer Orc, and you also get the Armor Orc. Now, the prices vary. The first two are $139.99. The biggest one, the armor, is $159.99. I gotta let you know from the get-go, I'm not crazy about the price. I think it's too steep for what they're trying to achieve here, particularly on secondary companion pieces. They're going to release sometime between January and March of next year. Just keep that in mind. Really like the design. It's simple, but again, I feel that the price they're asking for this companion pieces is too much. Now, putting that aside and talking about the piece and the art, I feel that they have done a really terrific job with it. Love the paint job. There's even a lot of this kind of like rust on the armor, which is kind of cool. Really nice design. The detail is nice. I'm not denying it. They have done a terrific job. Of course, it's a small piece, so there's so much detail that you can cram onto this tiny little pieces and not make it look terrible. The detail can be overwhelming, so that's the reason why, you know, in smaller pieces, they in some ways they have lesser detail. But one thing I can say about Iron Studios is they manage to add as much detail as possible. Look at all the pictures that they offer. Very cool. And now the setup with the other two, and you can see the cave troll right there in the back. Really cool. Definitely, this is going to be a nice addition to the collection. And look at the scale, not really that big, and that's the reason why I'm not really happy with the price. Now we're looking at the Archer, and of course you can see there are differences there. Really like the design. Definitely these three need to go alongside, you know, they need to work together. And I'm sure that some collectors might even go for more than just this three. They may add more just to create some type of extensive diorama, battle diorama on that cave, you know, in the Fellowship of the Ring on the first film in the trilogy. You see that amazing epic battle in the caves. I prefer this one over the other one for some reason. I do love the bow and his arrow. Really cool. Really nice design. Nice pose. Yeah, it's really good. They did a good job with this one. And here you can see the scale. Again, the size is small. It's not only because it's a 110, it's just because the base is really tiny. And finally, we're looking at the Armor Orc. And this is even more expensive. $159.99. It's $20 more expensive than the other one. Yeah, I understand it's more expensive because of the base. It's larger. As you can see, this pretty much the tomb right here, and there's a skeleton right there. Of course, all based in the film. And he looks a little bit, when I look at it, it looks like more like a predator, which is kind of nice. I never really pay attention to that part in the film. It is really a dark scene, so there's a lot of things that it's kind of missing there. But it's one of my favorite scenes and favorite battles of the entirety of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. But yeah, I understand why they're pricing it higher, and I understand that. I just feel that the starting point, even for the others, is too high. So I feel that that's the only thing that they need to adjust. You know, I'm not trying to say here or trying to downgrade the art, because I feel that the art is good, is deserving of a good price. I just feel that a lot of people want more than just one. They want to add a lot more into a display, more than just the three. So at this price point, it becomes really expensive. So people, and at that point, people prefer to go with what, Prime 1 Studio, with something a lot larger. So you know, yeah, it's more expensive to pay $1,000 for a figure, but if you're going to add all these little pieces and create a display, might as well just get the big guy. So that's one thing that, you know, in some ways I think pricing is important. Some companies are managing the pricing in a better way. Gentle Giant, Diamond Select, even Tudorhead are managing their pricing. Of course, they have larger scale like 1/6, but still, I feel that in this way, you know, we can say one thing is that Iron Studios isn't the undisputed king of the 110. Nobody else is competing at that scale. But yeah, you have to be realistic about price if you want to sell more. Yeah, you can probably reduce the price and produce even more. You don't have an edition size. And I feel that more people are going to buy your product even more, and they can create this amazing displays. And the end, it's just a matter of having making customers happy. But look at the base; it looks good. You know, the art is good, the paint job is good, the detail is good. Definitely, this should be a 139 instead of 159, and the other one should be what, 119 perhaps, or even 109. It's just my opinion, of course, comparing to how they started and how the prices are going up. And again, we know that the economy is changing. Things are more difficult. It's more expensive to produce and manufacture. All of those factors come in play. But yeah, this is cool. I like this one. I think the whole setup is good. They're gonna, right there with the cape troll, they're gonna look very nice. All right, now we're moving on to Quinn Studios. And again, I will have the link in the description for those who are interested of every piece. Now here we have the Iron Man 85 half-scale statue. You can pay a deposit of $600 right away. And then, of course, you pay the difference and the shipping at the time of release, or you can pay the full payment, which is $2,365, and then you pay the shipping at the time of release, at the time of delivery. Now, this product is not available in North America, only available in China and some other countries, but you can use places like Spec Fiction as the middleman. They can import it for you. And of course, you pay a premium with them, but they take care of everything else. Now, here, as you can see, it is made out of polystone, and it's going to release on the third quarter of 2022. Now, looking at the pictures, I like it. It's a half scale, so it's large, it's big, and it comes with light up features, all of that. Now, some people have been complaining about some of the features I've seen in some of the Facebook groups. Some people mentioning changes. They're also doing their own mock-ups of stuff that they want to change. They think that he's too fat. Actually, the design of the suit make him look fat. But again, they're using the same design as in the film. Let's keep in mind that sometimes even the pictures can make differences and make something look bigger than it is, or wider, or even fatter. You can say it like that. But I like the design. You know, I'm not saying that it's bad. I feel that they have done a terrific job with it. But yeah, I do understand what some people are saying. I think we need more than this, just photos, perhaps a live video. Now, sometimes I feel that people have this impression of Iron Man being very slim, just on the armor. But we got to keep in mind that the guy is wearing a suit. You know, he's in the middle of a suit. If he had to fit on that type of suit, the electronics and parts and all the mechanized parts, it will be just very tiny. So sometimes people are not realistic with the expectation. So yeah, the suit looks like a suit, and he has to look like a suit. And I think that is fine. You know, maybe some changes need to be made, just to adjustments. And I feel that they can manage to do that, to make it slicker and, you know, make customers happy, because at the end of the day, it's about making customers happy. But I think it's just the way he's flexing his muscles and his chest, all of that. Of course, naturally, the core part of his body, his trunk, has to be stronger because it's tense. You know, the muscles are tense. So it looks like that. Now, I'm not denying that there are a couple of things that they perhaps need some change. And I feel that, in this case, Quinn Studios has been very good and listening and taking the feedback. I'm surprised about why people go the extra mile to even do the mock-ups. You know, some people have the time for that. You know, I don't have time to do those changes, you know, and present it. At the same time, I feel that some people are so invested into these collectibles that they want the best representation possible. And sometimes they point those things out. And it's good that we have this open line of communication between the companies, between the producers and the consumers. It's always good that we have that. But sometimes I feel that some collectors go overboard of the expectation and sometimes even the demand. But it's good. I wouldn't say that I'm too crazy about the base. It's simple, makes him look even taller than what it is, but it's good. I feel that they have done a good job with this one. The paint job is good. I just wish sometimes, personally, I wish that beyond just the armors, we can get just one day, we can get a interchangeable head where we can see Iron Man, which is with the regular Tony Stark face. I would love to see that. Perhaps it's going to be more expensive because now they have to pay royalties also to the actor. And that's the reason why you only get the armor. But it would be so nice. Here we can see the height. 122 centimeters is pretty tall. And I like the light up feature on the repulsors. Really cool. The paint job is good. The design is good. I love that you can remove the repulsors. The pose is fine. And perhaps there are a couple of changes that need to be made here on the chest, on the belly, just to make him look better and, you know, to make customers happy. All right, and now we're coming to the start of the show, which is Ahsoka Tano, and a lot of people are excited for this one. There are two editions. You get the collector's edition and the exclusive. We're going to look at the exclusive. The price for this is $585, which I think is standard by now. Some people are going to complain about it. I understand the price. It seems that this is pretty much the lowest you're going to get for premium formats. Now, the release time for this is between May and July of 2022. There's no edition size yet. The sculptor for this is Matthew Black. The exclusive is Morai, the companion bird of Ahsoka. Now, it is clear that they're following the design of the Clone Wars here, more than just the Mandalorian design or any other design. Which in many ways is actually the way to do Ahsoka, because Ahsoka technically was introduced on the Clone Wars. So it is, I think, the best design, in my opinion. Some people might disagree with that. They might prefer a different version. At the same time, this is an idea that they perhaps are going to go on that route. We're going to get more of the, now, of course, the Bad Batch just went out. The first episode just went live today. So I'm guessing they're going to kind of follow on that trend, and we're going to see more collectibles based on the 3D animation. We're going to see more of that in the years to come, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Now, Morai looks really good. I like the design. Very nice. Very cartoony. Really cool. Some people may complain about the lightsabers and the way she's holding them because it may create some problems for display. It's going to make it wider. So some people are going to have some issues with that. But I do like the display. I don't know why she's doing that with her hands. I think this is taken on the last season, if I remember, on the last season of the Clone Wars, where she does this with her hands. Because I never really noticed that before. Look like she's doing the Spider-Man sign. But it's cool. The design is cool. The paint job is good. It doesn't say, the website doesn't tell us who is the painter here. But they have done a terrific job with it. And I like it. I like the design. Really cool. This is going to do so well with other pieces. I wish it had, besides just the exclusive, it had some type of interchangeable parts. Would have been nice. A different expression in her face. More like a battle cry. This is a very serious, very stoic, which is something that she did. It would have been nice to have something different. Also to have some type of light-up feature. But of course, if you get light-up features, then it becomes more expensive. Some people don't like light-up features, which is understandable. I love the tone of her skin. The color is really close to the source material. They did a good job with that one. Love the outfit. This is a strong Ahsoka for sure. Really cool. But yeah, you can see the design is definitely based on the animation. Really cool. And the base is simple, but it serves the purpose. It's going to do well actually with the companion piece. Really good. I like it. I think they did a good job with this one. I'm telling you, the pieces that I talk about today, I would say with Iron Studios, the Orcs are fine. The sculpt is fine. The paint job is fine. I just feel that they're overpriced. They need to kind of work on that, because I feel that the stuff that there's coming out now from the company is way too pricey. And I feel that, and I see a lot of comments. I read a lot of comments, and I have heard a lot of people saying that they're not too happy with the price, and that's something that can really affect the way you sell your products. So I think they need to rethink that strategy. And they need to start thinking more in terms of, people are wanting to build these dioramas, because in the end, that's why people buy the small stuff, is to build dioramas. Now with Queen Studios, I like Iron Man. I think it's good. There are changes that they need to be made. Little adjustments, not many. And I think it will make it a perfect statue. It is not, in my opinion, the most epic Iron Man statue I've ever seen. I think there are better alternatives, better poses out there. But I know if you're really a fan of the MK85, then definitely that's a great option, if you can afford and if you have the space for a half-scale statue. And now with Ahsoka Tano, I would say the price is fair. I like the pose. I like the design. I just wish it had interchangeable parts, perhaps an interchangeable head. But beyond that, I love what they're doing here. I know that it's going to do well. A lot of fans of Ahsoka, and I think they did a pretty good job. Matt Black did a good job here. But what is your opinion? What do you think about the pieces that we covered today? Are you a fan? You're not a fan? Are you going to pre-order? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you're reminded of the next video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are down below. And please consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, thanks for watching. God bless you. Take care. And may the 4th be with you. Bye-bye.